Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Tonight we're going to be playing some Heretic and Hexen remasters. This was a game I grew up playing as a kid. It uses the original Doom engine, so id Software's Doom engine, and I believe these games were made by Raven Software, if I remember correctly, back in the day. Really good games. I never really got very far in them as a kid. However, I did play them both, and I know that they were all the rage back then. So yeah, this collection comes with quite a few things. Hello, Chase. This collection comes with quite a few things. As you can see at the bottom, we've got the original Heretic from 1994, the original Hexen from 1995, and one of the Hexen DLCs from 1996. Now, the other two are brand new, recently released for this collection. And that's Heretic, a new DLC for Heretic, which was made August 7th, 2025, and Hexen Vestiges of Grandeur, which is a Hexen DLC, which released at the same time. So on top of all that, we then, of course, have all of the mods that people have made. So we got mod screens when we go into the menus. But anyway, we're going to hop into Heretic, and we'll play a little bit of Hexen afterwards, and get a feel for these classic games. Now, nothing really has changed graphically with these games. The only thing really is that the textures are a lot sharper. But aside from that, they still retain the same graphics as they did back in 1994 and 1995. As you can see, we have the inclusion of multiplayer. Now, the mod menu plays identical to the Doom and Doom 2 remastered collection mod screen as well. So these are all mods that random gamers have made. Now, keep in mind that this collection just came out, so we're not going to get a hell of a lot of mods right now. It'll take time. I know that with the Doom and Doom 2 collection, there's about 200 pages of mods. But with Heretic and Hexen, we only have 3 pages to work with right now. I'm sure more will be added.
Anyway, I am going to go now.
Alright, man, take care. But anyway, let's hop into the single player. Oh, another thing to note is the Raven Vault, which gives us all the old concept art for these games, so we can like cycle through various different screens of textures used in the original game, the original concept art. Which this is amazing to me that they were able to find these in their vault. Like, the fact that these are still, readily available, that they were able to scan them all into this collection is pretty impressive. But anyway, we're going to hop right into this. I'll start a new game, City of the Damned. I'm just going to use one cheat here. We have a cheat menu with all of our cheats. We're going to just use the give all so that we can get some decent weapons. But aside from that, I'm not going to use any invincibility cheats or anything of the like. So for those of you who didn't grow up with Heretic or Hexen, as you can see, it definitely takes after Doom. Now, another thing to mention too is that the original, the composer for the Doom and Doom 2 remasters, who did the new compositions of every soundtrack, is back for this collection and has redone all the music for this collection as well. Now, that's not to say you can't turn on the original MIDI music, because you can. You just go over to the options menu, go to sound, and we can change the remix back to the old MIDI music if you so desire. You've only seen gameplay of the Heretic games? Well, stick around, because we are going to go into Hexen, and you'll be able to see gameplay of that as well. But thank you for joining. Yeah, no, so as I was saying earlier, this was a game I grew up with when I was younger, and I don't think that's an elevator. I'm just standing in it like a fool. But yeah, no, I mean, they were really popular back then, about as much as Doom and Doom 2, but I never really got... I did own... I don't remember if I owned the shareware version of the games, or if I had the full game. I don't really recall that, but I know that I didn't spend quite as much time on it as I did with Doom. But I still appreciated it. It's unique game. Be interesting if Night Dive Studios, who made this remastered collection, if they plan to revisit Heretic and Hexen for a next generation. That would be interesting. Because I know that they did that with Shadow Man, right? They released the Shadow Man remastered game, and then they announced that they're working on a brand new Shadow Man game that's coming out next year. So it seems like Night Dive is definitely focused on not just remastering classic games, but bringing them to a new generation of gamers with remasters, remakes, and all that stuff. Now the difference between Heretic and Hexen is Heretic is more like a general first-person shooter. Don't get me wrong, Hexen is too, but the difference is in that in Hexen you pick different character classes, so it feels more like a first-person shooter mixed with a generic RPG. So it's a little bit different. Whoa, Jesus. Are you dead? Okay. I don't even know how I'd get over there. Because I don't even think you can jump in. Can you jump in Heretic? I don't think you can. It's not until Hexen that we were able to do jumps. Run across? No, that's not going to work. I don't know. Alright. Alright, so let's head back down there. And I believe this is our exit. So might as well just... But for all intents and purposes, even though Hexen and Heretic wasn't made by id Software, it definitely used the Doom engine. So realistically, these back in the day would have been mods of Doom, I suppose, because I don't even think. Well, I mean, they must have had id Software's okay to use the Doom engine, but I think that's as far as it went. The hell. Now again, for those just joining, this collection does have mods. So all of those PC mods that you see for Hexen and Heretic, they are included in this collection on the mod menu. The games also include full multiplayer support, and they also have a concept art vault as well in the extras menu. So you can look at the original concept art for the games from back in the day. Really? How many doors are you going to put in my way? Good lord. Wait, what? What is being thrown at me and from where? That was strange. Yeah, just like the Doom and Doom 2 remasters on modern consoles and PC, this collection is worth getting in my opinion. Not expensive at all. You're looking at around 20 bucks. Well worth it for all the content that you're getting for the game. Because you're not just getting fan-made mods, you're also getting all the expansion packs for both Heretic and Hexen as well. So it is a very good collection. And when we go back to the main menu, you guys will see that the main menu is very similar to the Doom and Doom 2 Remastered collection menu. It's almost identical, actually. And I noticed that Night Dive Studios is really fixated on bringing back these classic shooters to a newer generation, because before Doom and Doom 2 got the remastered treatment, they gave it to Star Wars Dark Forces, an old LucasArts first-person shooter game from back in 1996. And so that got the remastered treatment as well, and also had really good extra features in it too. They had like deleted levels and stuff that never made it into the final game, concept art. It was really good collection, and I have streamed it on this channel, so if you guys ever want to see what that looks like, you can look it up in the playlist section. I've also streamed Doom 1 and 2 Remastered on this channel as well, so you can also find those in the playlist section too. I'm guessing that water is poisonous. I feel like was I losing health when I was in here? Oh, yeah, no, I definitely am. Alright. Alright. It's a good thing there's health vials, like, literally everywhere on the level. That's a trap if I've ever seen one. Why do I feel like you're gonna come down and crush me? Uh-huh, okay. I thought so. Way too obvious with that one. A very obvious trap. I was gonna say, what the hell? Didn't I just come from there? I was confused. It's like, what's going on? Is that a... That's just a lighting effect, right? Yeah, okay. I don't think there's anything else really here. So I think we have no choice but to go back. Well, we got the green key anyway, so... I think, that was all that was here. Now, I did notice that back at that toxic water, there was an area over here that we didn't explore. Oh. Well, there we go. Is that anything? Nope. Alright. Interesting that... Oh. We don't have the blue key card yet, so we can't go there. Where was the green door? I don't even remember. I don't remember seeing it. Oh! Never mind. There we go. None of these open, I'm assuming. Now, a lot of these textures you might notice from Doom and Doom 2. I find that a lot of the statues and the, you know, the skulls behind like gates and all that shit, I feel like a lot of that is taken from Doom. If I'm being honest, the only thing really different are the weapons, obviously, and the enemies. But a majority of the textures definitely feel like they're from Doom 1 and 2. Now, I might be wrong, but I mean, like, there's like little statues in various locations in the game that are like demons. And if I can find one of them, these look like they're from Doom and Doom 2, just remodeled slightly. But there is like demon statues in various locations in the game that definitely look like they've come straight from Doom, had no retexturing, just like copy and paste. Why is... Oh, there we go. Wow, that's the end of the level already? That was pretty quick. Did we get every enemy? 57 of 70? Where the hell was the 70? What? 2 of 7 secrets? Holy shit. Guess I should have spent more time on that level. Jeez. Alright, this is the statue I was referring to. I swear I've seen this statue in Doom and Doom 2. I might be wrong, but I swear I've seen that statue from Doom and Doom 2. Alright, alright. Careful. Be patient while I kill you, sir. So I'm not gonna play too much more of Heretic. I'll play maybe just a couple more levels, and then we'll go into Hexen, because I know that you guys want to see both games, not just the one game. So we'll do both tonight. Maybe like an hour of Heretic and an hour of Hexen puts us in the 2-hour mark. Take a look at some of the extras in the extras menu, and then call it a stream. Now keep in mind, those of you just tuning in, that we will be going into Metal Gear Solid Remake when it releases next week. Or in 2 weeks, actually. But I did pre-order the Ultimate Edition of that game, and we will be streaming it on this channel upon its release. I also want to kind of go into more of the original Metal Gear Solid before then, Metal Gear Solid 3, and also a fan-made parody game called Unmetal, which is hilarious, and definitely a big parody of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Now, I have streamed Unmetal in the past, but I think it would be fun to cover it again. And of course, we'll be going back to the regular games we've been streaming as well. That includes RoboCop, Rogue City, Unfinished Business, Mafia: The Old Country, and Ready or Not. And finally, we'll also be doing some more Phasmophobia, as well as going into our second episode of our podcast, where we will be discussing the tariffs and how they're affecting both Canada and the United States. We're going to have some guests on for that. And we will be talking about the financial crisis affecting both the United States and Canada. Is that the exit? Is that seriously the exit just right there? No, that can't be. Why is there two exits? I'm confused. All right. Can I not grab? I guess I can't. Okay. Let's go up here for a sec. I wonder if I can. No. All right. I didn't think so, but it was worth a try. It's so weird hitting objects and not hearing that that you hear from Doom and Doom 2. Like it's non-existent. I don't know where the key is for this location. My only thought process is maybe it's in one of these ascending, descending tower structures. Columns. So far, there's nothing in any of these. This is probably a monumentous waste of time, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in any of these. Oh, I didn't even see that door there. Well, that was stupid. How did I not see that door? I like, literally walked past it like so many times. That's crazy. That face definitely looks like it's from Doom. That was the invincibility, I believe. At least it was on Doom. I don't know what the hell it did for me here. I feel like with Heretic and Hexen, though, you had an inventory system very similar to what we got in Duke Nukem 3D. So when you picked up objects in Heretic, you didn't use them right away like you did in Doom and Doom 2. You'd be able to like use them at specific points if you needed to. Alright, there is nothing in this room. Alright. Always like to double check, especially with these games where secrets abound. Everywhere you go, there's always usually a secret of some kind. Well, we got the yellow key card finally, at least. So let's... What? Nice to see that we're collecting dead bodies in this room. That's always my go-to choice for collecting things. No. That would be weird. Alright. Jeez, how many gargoyles are there here? Awful lot. Oh. Alright. I feel like that's toxic water again. That looks like it probably is. Let's, oh yeah. What was that ring that I picked up? I didn't read what it said. I think it was like ring of invincibility, maybe, or something. Interesting that that doesn't open. Alright. Maybe... Yeah. Okay. I don't think so, Knight. Nice try, though. Wait, what's down here? Oh. Whoa. Got caught on some random texture. Alright, so that's what the healthy water looks like. It's like very aqua. Alright, good to know. Alright, I don't think... Who exactly is shooting at me right now? Oh. I didn't even see that, Certainly enough gargoyles in here, that's for sure. Definitely not running out of those. Okay, so we've already been in this room. But for whatever reason, those windows were closed before. I'm almost wondering if that switch we pulled... No. I'm beginning to wonder, though, if that switch opened the teleporter up here. No, interesting. Huh. Well then, not quite sure how to open the teleporter. Oh, that opened. Maybe that opened it? I doubt it, but we can go see. No. All right. Ah. Open this. That is a strong current. It's literally pushing me.
Interesting old game tonight.
An old game tonight. Hey James, how you doing, buddy? Yes, we're playing the remastered collection of Heretic and Hexen. Heretic released in 1995 on PC, and Hexen came out a year later in 1996. Both games were using the Doom and Doom 2 engine made by id Software, but neither game was made by id Software. Both games were made by Raven Software. Raven Software went on to make a bunch of Star Trek games back in the late 90s, early 2000s, including Star Trek Voyager, Elite Force, and Star Trek Elite Force 2 as well. They had a hand in making the Blair Witch games back then. Alongside, what was it, God Games, I think their name was? Yeah, Gathering of Developers. God, yeah. I think. Anyway, I don't know. That's taking me back too far. I think I'm right. But I don't know. We got the green key now.
I only seen the original all of Next Gen and a few Picard episodes.
I have Star Trek Voyager Elite Force both on PC CD-ROM, and I have the rare PS2 edition of the game as well. So I have 2 copies of that game. Voyager Elite Force has the entire cast in it, voicing the characters, and it used the Quake 3 engine, as I recall.
I never seen that series, and what came after, are they good?
You know what? I'm actually the wrong person to ask, because while I own all of Star Trek Voyager in a massive box set on DVD, I never watched any of it yet. I'm still making my way through DS9. I mean, I finished all of Star Trek. I watched the Star Trek The Next Generation Blu-ray box that I have over and over and over, but not so much the DS9 and Voyager box sets I have, which is really stupid because I paid good money for them, but I just get overly distracted by my YouTube channel and video games that I just don't. I haven't had the time to sit and watch them.
I imagine nothing is as good as the original and next gen.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say nothing's as good as the original. I'm not really... The original series was something. I don't know. I don't want to say it was necessarily good. It existed. I feel like the acting in the original series was bad, and I remember reading a book, like Confessionals by the Star Trek original series cast or something like that. It was some kind of a book like that, and they talked about how Shatner literally tried to monopolize the I don't have that is the green key. That was confusing me because I saw the blue doors. I thought it was a blue key card. But anyway, yeah, they were saying that he monopolized the camera a lot. So when you hear Captain Kirk like just, you know, talk like every word is its own sentence, it was a deliberate tactic by Shatner to monopolize the most screen time, so that the other actors had less lines, I suppose. I'm not sure, but but God, he even did that in the Star Trek 25th anniversary and Judgment Rights interplay games, point and click adventure games. Because like it was so funny because the subtitles would come on the screen and you'd have already read them, and Shatner is still making his way through the lines. Because there's one line where he's like talking about a supercomputer. He's talking about how we've learned so much about the supercomputer on this planet. He's like, we've learned just enough about this supercomputer. And I'm like, why is he talking like that? God, the subtitle has already ended for that line, and they were already on the next line, and he's there. Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. So I don't know. I'm not really. I don't know what to say about Shatner. I love him as a Canadian actor. I think he's good, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I preferred him better, I feel, in the movies. But the movies were more comedic in nature too than the TV series. The TV series was always trying to be serious and never really tried to make fun of itself, whereas the movies were more comedic. I mean, especially Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. Do you know where the nuclear vessels are? In Alameda? Like, that movie was hilarious. Oh, stop hurting me. Alright. Is that a key card there? That's a yellow key card? I think it is. Ugh. I'm gonna switch weapons. I've been using that one too long. Let's use the power ring. Or gauntlet, I suppose. I don't even know what it is. Brass knuckle with horns that shoots lasers? Sir, if you could just die already, that would be great. Alright, there we go. But it was funny the other night. Stu was talking about when I told him that I picked up this collection of the classic Heretic and Hexen games remastered. Stu got all excited about it. He was saying, "Oh my God, I used to play those games in college. I stay up all night playing them." So the plan was originally to have him on my channel to react to this remastered collection, but as far as I know, he's going to be gone all week this week. He's gone to a wedding, so he won't be back until next week. So I'm kind of taking up the reins and streaming stuff while he's gone, so that you guys have at least something to do. What am I at hour-wise? 43 minutes? Oh, I'm not even at an hour. Okay.
Hi, Grotto. How are you? How do you like the remaster so far?
Hey, Lewis, how you doing, buddy? You missed yesterday's RoboCop Unfinished Business stream. We did the second part of that yesterday. I do like it, actually. This collection comes with a lot of content. It comes with all of the DLCs for Heretic and Hexen, as well as 2 brand new DLCs made exclusively for this collection. And it comes with a vault of all the original concept art for Heretic and Hexen, and of course all the PC mods. So it's got a lot of content. For 20 bucks, you can't go wrong. And remastered music too, by the way. The music in this game has been totally redone by the composer that remastered all the music for Doom and Tomb 2 in that collection, which I did live stream on my channel in the past. And of course, this collection comes straight from the guys at Night Dive Studios, the company responsible for remastering a lot of classic games.
The Doom engine back in the day.
Yes, Doom and Doom 2 engine. That is correct. Now, this collection, though it is made by the with the Doom and Doom 2 engine licensed by id Software, this game was actually not made by id Software. This game was made by Ravensoft, who went on to make Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, Star Trek Elite Force 2, and was the producer for the Blair Witch games, as I recall. The Blair Witch survival horror games that played a lot like Resident Evil. I don't have any keys. That's crazy. I figured I would have come across at least one by now. I hear one of those mummies, but I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. He was hiding. If I can't find the keys, I'll just pull up the cheat menu and activate the cheats and grab the keys, because I don't want to be...
Rise of the Triad. Did you play the new version?
I own the new version, my friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do intend to stream that at some point, too. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I've been focusing on games that I need to finish up. So like Ready or Not, Mafia: The Old Country, RoboCop. I kind of want to finish off all those first. And realistically, I do want to finish those off before I start on Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. But I don't know if I will or not. We're making good progress in Rogue City Unfinished Business.
Squirrel with a gun.
Squirrel with a gun. I know. I haven't forgotten, trust me. Maybe I'll just do a little stream of Squirrel with a Gun to appease you so that we can just fuck around in it and not really focus on the story. Because I've never been able to defeat that bloody tank boss to go to the next part of the map.
Would be great.
Alright. I'll, maybe we'll stream it tomorrow. I don't know where this key would be. I feel like I've gone all over the map, so I don't really like to do this very often, but I think we're gonna give ourselves the key. Wow, that was brilliant. How do I get through these barrels anyway? Oh, okay. But yeah, no, I do try to stream some classic games. If you look back in my older live streams, you'll see I've streamed a lot of Sierra games back in the day, before my computer started. Okay. Before my computer started acting up and started just causing a lot of static when I would stream. I don't know what. I've never been able to figure out what's causing that. But whenever I stream on my PC lately, there's a lot of static on the stream, and it's not coming from my mic. It's almost like YouTube is not cooperating with my streaming software for whatever reason. And that sucks to me only because I do want to restream some of my classic PC games because...
Your computer could be from your Ethernet cable close to some electrical device.
I don't have an Ethernet cable in my... yeah, no, I don't have an Ethernet cable in my computer. It's all wireless. I've never used an Ethernet cable in my computer. I've never had to. It communicates just fine with my router, even though my router's in a separate room. I think the only time I've ever had to use an Ethernet cable is with my Xbox Series X. which I don't even use that much anyway. I went crazy with an Ethernet cable, though. I ended up buying 2 of them for around 20 bucks off of Amazon, and they were like 50-foot cables. 50-foot Ethernet cables. Freaking huge. Alright. Enough. Now, this may not seem like much of a remaster, because the graphics are, yes, indeed, the original graphics. But if you go over to the options menu...
Like Wi-Fi, I only use Ethernet cable.
That's fair. I mean, Ethernet cable will give you a lot higher download speeds and upload speeds, for sure. So... if we switch this back to original graphics, you can see the difference between original and remake, especially on the textures. So you can see how much smoother, especially on that back wall, you can see how much smoother the textures are with the remastered edition. But realistically, the Night Dive Studios, I find, never wants to touch too much when it comes to remastering these old games. They kind of do the bare minimum. And then anything that they do change, they offer the option in the options menu for the gamer to switch it back to the original, you know, graphics or whatever. I remember when they remastered Blade Runner, Westwood Studios' Blade Runner adventure game, they allowed you to play it in 4K 60 frames per second, but if you hit the L1 button on your PS5 controller, you could actually change the graphics on the fly to the original graphics. And I always liked that about that remaster. Giving the player the option to choose how they want to play it is always a really smart move for a remaster. Because sometimes gamers just don't want change. They just want to experience the game how they experienced it back in the day. Nostalgia. Now, as you guys have noticed, the music in this game is not the original Heretic and Hexen music. This is the remastered music, done by the composer who remastered Doom and Doom 2's soundtrack. I'm keeping it on because I actually like it, but you do have the option in the options menu. If you go over to sound, you can switch it back to the original MIDI music if you so choose. Now, we're obviously going to keep it on the remix because I got no problems with the remix music. I think it sounds pretty damn good. That so much feels like a secret panel, even though I know it's not. That texture just looks out of place. Oh, yeah, never mind. It's just... I think we're going to have to use keys again. Key cheat. Because, I'm going to switch this weapon out. What if we use the electric... We've kind of looked at all the weapons here, but what if we grab the electric gauntlets? This was always my favorite weapon when I played it as a kid. The electric gauntlets. The only downside to these gauntlets, of course, is that you can't, like, shoot from afar. The enemies kind of have to be right up against you, and you just kind of electrify them. So I don't think this will reach... Yeah. I would need to use another weapon to reach him up there. Another thing to note with Heretic is that there is no jump button. The jump button didn't come into play until Hexen. Yeah, so I'm not able to grab that book because I can't get in there. I'm gonna have to find a lever or something to pull that down. So the only key card I have right now, I don't even have a key card. All right, we'll just cheat again, only because I don't want to waste everybody's time with just watching me meander around looking for a key. Oh, is that how we reach this? Probably. Yep. Alright. I'm curious about that stairwell that, oh. Okay. I can hear the wizard around here. I'm assuming he's up here. I heard him chanting. Actually, I don't even know where he is. Shit. Where did all these enemies suddenly come from? Like, we walked all throughout this map, and there was no enemies. So either the mage or the wizard or whatever he is bringing them back to life, which I don't even think he has the power to do. What is going on? Didn't I not kill these guys before? Or is this like another,
Have you played with Certain from Apogee? Some players said that's the game that brings the old FPS to something more contemporary.
I've never even heard of that game, actually. Yeah, no, I've never heard of, Wizardium. Then again, I don't really play many modern Apogee games. I have a lot of old Apogee games on my computer, which I would love to stream, like all the Commander Keen games, which I suppose were also, weren't they id Software? I can't even remember. I think they were id. No, wait, was Commander Keen id Software? It must have been, because they referenced it a lot in Doom 2016. I'm assuming that it is. But I do remember back in the day, when I wasn't a console gamer and was mostly a PC gamer, every Christmas my parents would buy me the latest Apogee or id Software demo CD. Because back then, it was crazy. You actually bought demo CDs. Nowadays, demos are just on the internet for free download, but back then you had to buy, like, discs of them. So you were, like, literally paying for demos. And so I would always get, like, the latest demo CD for Christmas. And don't get me wrong, a lot of times the latest game. I remember the one Christmas when I got Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within. I was really happy that Christmas with that game. Alright, there's our exit. Now how do I get over there? Is there a lever or something? Oh. Did I inadvertently trap myself down here?
I love Commander Keen. It was like something unique and fun at the same time without mentioning the difficulty in every movement, the sounds.
Yes, no, Commander Keen was great. I have all their games. Commander Keen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Keen Dreams, all those. Yeah. Did you ever try Rad Rogers, which is made by the guys who made Commander Keen? It's a recent game. It's a side-scrolling game, but it's recent and it makes fun of Commander Keen, and it's got very adult humor. Like, they literally talk about meth in the game, for Christ's sakes. This one alien that you rescue offers to give you crystal meth. It's so weird. But I have streamed it on this channel, actually. So you can look it up. Just type in Rad Rogers and you can find it in my playlist section. But two voice actors who I'm very familiar with, one of which who might be in a future podcast on this channel, Lonnie Manella, voiced in that game, actually. As did John St. John, also known as the voice of Duke Nukem. He voiced in that game too. So Rad Rogers. So you play as a little kid who gets grounded from playing on his console. He goes to sleep and his console comes to life and teleports him to another dimension to get his help with, like, saving a civilization from an enemy. It's very basic, almost cliche, almost. But the difference is that the console is voiced by John St. John, and he's a loudmouth, dick, basically. Yeah, the humor is really good. I don't understand why I can't open that door. I have the key. Why is this door not opening? Oh, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Oh, that's a little bit better. 69 of 77. Still not every enemy killed, though. 23 of 35 and 1 of 4 secrets. We almost at the boss? I feel like we are. I feel like we're getting pretty close. Let's give ourselves the keys right now, just in case we're looking around for hours. I don't want to do that. By the way, whatever happened to you were saying you wanted me on your podcast, Lewis, and then you said, "What? How does Friday sound? Friday at 8 p.m. or whatever," and then nothing ever happened. you weren't even on Discord. What is okay, is there doors that I'm missing here? What's going on? I am not seeing a damn thing in this room. This is one big giant cathedral. Huh.
I'm having my uncles from Canada here at my home. That's why I didn't.
Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know you had relatives in Canada. That's cool. I hope they're doing well, and I hope you have a great visit with them. Yeah, I love living in Canada. I don't think I'd ever move anywhere else. I love living here. It's very relaxing and enjoyable. This is so weird. Oh my god, really? I didn't even think that there would be stairs behind the cathedral. That is an interesting wall.
We are having a great time, especially eating in different places every day, Lord.
That's awesome. Well, like I said, I'm probably gonna stream every day this week, only because Stu's off for, from my understanding, he's off for a week. He won't be streaming until next week. Because he's away for a wedding or something like that. That's my understanding of it anyway. So, I'll pick up the reins for this week and, try to stream as much as I can. I may take a day off here and there. I don't know. It depends on how I feel and if I'm busy. Because oftentimes when I'm not streaming on my channel, it's because I have my friends saying, "Yo, do you want to play this game?"
IRS is looking for him.
IRS is looking for him. Maybe. Who knows? Could very well be. Yeah, I think he said one of his relatives is getting married, and they were invited. Because I remember mentioning to him, "Oh, you should just say I'd love to go, but I'm busy streaming." But I will say, Happy marriage to you in my live stream. Alright, I think what we're going to do, because we played a fair bit of Hexen already, we're at the 1 hour and 12 minute mark, so we're going to exit out of Hexen for now. Maybe we'll save our game here. Bye-bye to you. Now, we're going to go into we just finished Heretic, we're going to go into Hexen now. But anyway...
He realized that he hasn't been paying taxes for his eBay products, sending them to a church lol.
Did you hear about... That's funny. Did you hear about what he said about how he wants the next podcast, whatever podcast we're on, to be talking about tariffs? And I didn't understand what he meant until I looked it up. Trump, in all his brilliance, cough, cough, has decided to increase both incoming and outgoing products into the United States, upgrading their tariffs to 100%. And because Stu buys a lot of products off of Amazon and eBay, specifically Atari games, he's going to be paying out the ass for them. And so now I understand why he was angry. I didn't clue in until after he said that, and I looked stuff up. But yeah, he wants to talk about that at some point on a podcast. So it'll either be on my channel or on yours. We'll figure it out. But we will definitely discuss it, because I have a lot to say too. As a fellow Canadian, I have a lot to say about Trump and his tariffs. Anyway, so as you can see, we've got a multiplayer menu. Now, don't let this fool you. A lot of games, when they come out, because not a lot of people play them, the multiplayer is usually pretty inactive. But for this, as you can see, we've got, wow, how many lobbies up right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 lobbies of people playing the game that I can join. So a lot of content there. The Raven Vault, really cool. I love when Night Dive Studios always does this with their remasters, and it allows you to look at the original concept art from the games. I don't know where they're finding all of this cool stuff to be able to incorporate this into these remasters, but I definitely appreciate this. Look at that. Pelletier 1995. The original, I believe he was the original artist on Heretic and Hexen. That's so cool. I love that. I love all these little bonuses that they give us. Brian Pelletier. There you go. Or is it Pelletier? Molitor? I'm assuming that's one of the bosses. That guy's fucking huge. Meeting notes. Wow. Well, that's cool. Needs missile attack. Imp needs missile attack. Falling should only use one flame. Should just explode when killed if too near ground. Chunks need to be smaller and disappear when they hit the ground. Friday, June 17th, 1994. That's so cool. Oh, there's a lot of meeting notes here. Never mind. I thought it was just one page.
That's terrible. It's something great for a discussion, especially that each one of us are in different countries and it affects you.
Well, it affects the world. It doesn't just affect me, because he's planning on tariffing everybody. So it's going to eventually affect everybody. The Heretic team. James Sumwalt, Brian Raffel, top row, James Sumwalt, Brian Raffel, Steve Raffel, Brian Peltier, Kevin Childer. Bottom row, Michael Raymond, Judy, Shane Gurno, Chris Reinhardt, Ben Goki, missing Eric Beesman. So Brian Peltier is the one who, by the looks of it, included or contributed the concept art for this remastered collection, which is really nice. The original sprites for every enemy. That's so cool. I always love looking at this kind of stuff. It's so freaking awesome that they provide us with pig. What? There was a pig in Heretic? Okay. Iron Lick? What? Tornado. All the weapons. Okay, I don't know what that is. That's not a weapon. Spirit. Oh, you know what? I'm curious about this, actually. I want to see if they stole some of these from Doom, because I swear to God, blue and green versions of Heretic's Fire Braziers, likely intended for use alongside the release game's yellow Flame Brazier as an alternate locked door marker. I'm almost wondering, I feel like a lot of these demonic looking statues that we see in the game are taken straight from Doom and Doom 2 and barely modified. But it doesn't look like it doesn't look like they're showing them off in this. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Oh wait, 7 pages? Oh, I see. You can look at... Okay. Never mind. Miscellaneous sprites. Oh, is this what we're supposed to look like in the game? Interesting. Which is in, yeah, I guess that was for the multiplayer, because we never really saw ourselves in single player, because I can't imagine there being mirrors in Heretic. Jesus, all the original, yeah, all the original software logos. That's crazy. Dude, they just dumped everything in here, quite literally.
Nice art.
It's fucking, it's amazing. They dumped everything into this extras menu. This is the original templates, for Christ's sakes. Like, how freaking cool. Chris, Mike, Eric, Kevin, Ben. These are graveyards of probably the production crew. Early versions of Hexen's gravestone textures. Meow. Okay. Ooh. That looks cool. Very awesome. So, like I said, we've got mods, and these are PC mods. Now, we've only got 3 pages of PC mods. Well, I shouldn't say PC mods, because I'm playing this on console, so these are console mods. But these are fan-made, and only 3 pages right now, whereas in Super Shotgun in Heretic... kind of overkill, is it not? Yeah, so anyway, Hexen nuts. Yeah, so these are our fan-made mods. Only 3 pages right now, but in Doom and Doom 2, in the Doom and Doom 2 remastered collection by Night Dive Studios, we had about 200 pages of mods. It took time to get to where it is right now there, but I have no doubt we'll be seeing a lot of mods added to Hexen 64 music. I didn't even know Hexen was on 64. Interesting. But I have no doubt we'll get there with the mod system here. Hey Joe, how you doing, buddy? Anyway, we're gonna hop out of this and go into Hexen. So as you can see, Lewis, on the main menu here, we've got a lot of content here. Not just those mods, but they've given us Heretic, the original game from 1994, Hexen, the original game from 1995, and then Hexen Death Kings of the Dark Citadel, which was a add-on pack for Hexen that released in 1996. Now these two here are brand new, as you can see by the release date. Heretic Faith Renewed, which released August 7th, 2025, and Hexen Vestiges of Grandeur, August 7th, 2025. These two expansions were literally made for this collection. And so, not only are we getting the classic Heretic and Hexen games, but we're getting brand new content for each game. So that's really cool, especially for fans of Heretic and Hexen. Now, unlike Heretic, we have a choice between classes for Hexen. So we can pick as a fighter, a cleric, or a mage. Each has different stats and different weapons. I think for our playthrough, we'll play the cleric. Altar Boy, choose skill level. Yeah, Altar Boy. Ooh, an intro.
Within the fabric of time and space lies the realm of the Chaos Sphere. For eons, the Serpent Riders, masters of the sphere, have traveled the dimensions, sowing destruction. Disparal is dead. Korax, the second rider, threatens another world. The world of Hexen. Hexen, a world where magic's legacy has spawned corruption. 3 powers rule as one unholy trinity, each led by a single man, the warlord Zedek, High Captain of the Legion, is both judge and jury to all the peoples of Hexen.
He sounds like Mr. Piddalane Boslow.
Traductus of the Church.
He does actually, doesn't he? You're right. I can't remember that actor's name, but who knows? It might be him. Maybe I'll look it up while this plays.
And Menelkir, the subtle master of the Arcanum, weaves his unholy magic to spread fear and weakness amongst all of their subjects. Restless in an uneasy alliance, these twisted leaders rule a twisted land. Crushing absolutely all who would dare to oppose them. Today they will trade their worldly power with Korax for the dark gift of unlife, and a mastery of forces more terrible than even their depraved minds could ever imagine. From the ranks of corruption, 3 heroes emerge, fighting for a single cause: the destruction of the masters they once served. Their names will become a thing of legend. Baratus, Daedalon, Hexen, for all time. The world must undergo a testing. A journey must begin.
All right, so the narrator is not Mr. Pitt from Seinfeld. I just looked it up. He is a voice actor, but he's only been in 4 games. He was in Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Hexen, and I forget what the other 2 games were, but he's only done video games. And it looks like he works for id Software, or worked for id Software. But he does sound like Mr. Pitt, you're right. Speaking of Star Wars, for you it will always be Mr. Pitt. Oh, Mr. Pitt! Mr. Pitt's in the house! But anyway, going back to what I was saying. So, now ironically, we are still getting the Knights of the Old Republic remake. It is back to being in production, and there's a good chance it'll release next year. So that'll be interesting to visit an Unreal Engine 5 remaster, or remake I should say, of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Wise guy, huh? Come here. I'll beat you to death with my own club, see? I'm not scared of you. How am I gonna get that key? Is that the only weapon I have right now? It's just the club? Huh. Oh. I should have realized that opened. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Oh, you know what? I got a staff with your name on it. Ooh. My hands are on fire. Well, that's generally what happens whenever I cook food in the kitchen. That's normal for me. That's a normal Sunday night. Alright, let's head back in here. Are these elevators, or are these gonna crush me into the ceiling when I go in here? Yeah, no, those are just... Don't want to risk that again. I almost killed myself. Alright, so how many weapons do we only get 4 weapons per each class, by the looks of it? Yeah. It's interesting because in Heretic, you only played as one class, and you were, I'm assuming, a heretic, or some kind of a mage. And then in Hexen, they kind of made it that you could choose your class, and you had different weapons and abilities based on the class that you chose. So that was the big difference that I always took away from the difference between Heretic and Hexen. Beside from that, the games kind of look identical.
Remember, if you use the cheat codes of Doom here, it kills you instantly.
It absolutely does. Look at the cheat menu. IDDQD, IDKFA, remove all weapons and suicide. Those cheats stood for shit too, as I recall. IDKFA was like something like, I don't know, fucking asshole or something like that. It was something weird like that. Those cheats were like literally swears at id Software. They stood for some kind of swear. I remember looking it up in the past a long time ago, but I kind of forget what exactly they stood for. Oh wait, no, IDKFA stood... I now remember what IDKFA stood for. It's ID kick fucking ass. That's what it is. KFA, kick fucking ass. Yeah, that's what it was stood for. Jeez, oh my god. Alright, I regret doing that. Oh my... Does this one do the same thing? Yeah, of course it does. I think we've been everywhere in here, so I think we just need to leave. Did we pick up a key? The weapons don't have much ammo, do they? Like, at all. Compared to the weapons in Heretic, which you could use for quite a while, these ones were very limited. So I'm almost wondering if you had like a magical stats here that would go down every time you use magical weapons. I'm assuming that that's what they're doing. And you'd have to wait for them to power up again or something like that. The hell is that? Bread? Hey Bob, can you go outside and just sprinkle around a little bit of bread? We don't know if a cleric's gonna come by and maybe they're a little bit hungry. Alright, oh, that's the other side of that tunnel, isn't it? Yeah, I can't pick up the key because I ended up using the cheat code. That's the only cheat I'm using, by the way. I'm not using God mode or anything like that. Not for this playthrough. Because I would still, even though I am cheating a little bit, I would still prefer... Can I bring this? Is there a point to ringing this? Besides looking at an animation. I think that's... That bell doesn't even ring right either. That animation is very limited. But it still looks good for a game from 1996. Where'd you come from? I thought I killed all your kind. Who's barking at me? Oh, there's a, what? Where are you coming from? You guys are just like spawning out of nowhere, I swear. Alright, let's climb up that, Oh. I don't think so. Is that a double set? No, okay. Where's the owl coming from? Random owl sound effect inserted here. Increase my health. Is that the exit of the level? I feel like that's literally the exit. Yeah. Okay. What?
Greetings, mortal.
Oh.
Are you ready to die?
Yes. Stupid question. How did you know? That was my goal when I started this game, was, yes, you know, today I decided I just want to die in Hexen. Not too far off from reaching that goal, by the way, with my health dwindling the way it is.
tell you don't have girls who are friends, they are just are.
Don't have... That was random. What? Don't have girls who are... Why is that book turning pages by itself? Okay. That was random, James. I'm assuming that you're having trouble with a lady friend? Alright, book, now you've got me curious. What is this? Oh! Oh, that's cool. It allows me to just change my class whenever I want? Huh. You know what? Let's see what weapons the mage has. Oh. That's pretty powerful. What am I, Raiden from Mortal Kombat? What are these?
We used to text a lot, but now she's like, I think we shouldn't text anymore cause I have a BF.
Oh, wow. So she's one of them. Fair enough. Say no more.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, and what's that gotta do with anything?
Yeah, that is
It
pretty
like
crazy.
the soundtrack for Hexen and Heretic. It gives you the creeps.
Well, the sound, Lewis, the soundtrack in this is remastered for this collection. This is not the original music. This is the remastered music that is a part of this collection. The original MIDI music would sound totally different. As a matter of fact, if I go over to sound and put it on original... You can barely even hear it, actually. Why is it so low? There you go. A little bit better. That's the original MIDI music, so that's the original music for the game. And then if we switch it to the remix, it's the same music, except done with actual instruments instead of MIDI music. Because they hired a composer to redo...
her in my Instagram as I see her at work, but I just won't bother her anymore, lol.
So they brought back the composer for the Doom and Doom 2 remastered collection, and had him compose the music, all the music, the original MIDI music for the remastered collection of Heretic and Hexen. So this music is actually better than what it originally was. I think, though... Just so I can hear you guys, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I love the music. I think the new composer is amazing. But I don't need my ears to bleed out of my skull. Jesus, what am I playing as? The Incredible Hulk? This dude can literally take down enemies in 3 punches. This dude is like RoboCop number 2. Die. Eat my ass. It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of gum. Alright, anyway, what the hell is going on in there? So what? Why can't I climb up the side? Oh, I have a jump. I keep forgetting I have a jump in Hexen. Jesus. He walks way too fast. There we go. Hello, don't mind me. Just here for a swim, mate. The water's lovely. It's a lovely shade of blue. Is that seriously the end of the level? Whoa. The path is barred. Oh. Express elevator to hell. Damn it. Jesus. At least it gave me a save spot. I didn't even know that this game had quick saves. Or auto saves. You know what? Fuck you. There was way too many of you. I'm gonna give myself God mode for this part because that was not fair. Very little health, and I'm getting thrashed by like 60 demons. Who are literally teleporting in. I just realized that. Amulet of Warding. Oh, now it gives me health. Alright. It's got a trophy. Interesting. Oh, was I supposed to use that on the enemies? Not very effective. It only... Oh. Never mind. Oh, you know what? Fuck this area. No, 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 no. I'm done. I'm done. Take me out of here. I've had enough. I don't want to be down here like a guinea pig. I've had enough. This is not how I expected to spend my summer vacation. Fighting demons in a ruin. Sorry, what just happened? What? What, did I step on something? How did I just end up here? That was so random. Was I literally teleported out? This is now open. Oh no, that's where I just was. Never mind. Yeah. I don't know. That was weird. The good old humping the door sound effect. Always necessary in any Doom clone. Apparently all the characters we played in Doom clones and in Doom were just horny. That's all it was. Why don't any of these open? Good God. What? What am I supposed to be doing? So I have no choice but to go this way and into this precipice of death that I've already been through, no less. Is this going to drop again? I'm guessing this is ice and not... Yeah, this is ice and not water. I don't quite understand what I'm supposed to do here. Attack with the sword? I don't know. It's got a big sword icon on the ground. I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna give me all
Are all girls like that when they have a BF?
No. It sounds to me like the BF is just very controlling of her, if I'm being honest with you. It sounds to me like he's saying, no, you're not allowed to talk to any other guys but me, because we're dating. And then she's like, oh, well, I don't want to lose you in a relationship, so yes, I'll do that. How?
So that's why she said that you think maybe.
It sounds like it, at least in my opinion. I've dated very controlling people in the past, and so I know the signs. Yeah. It's not fun when your entire life is basically controlled for you and you have no say in anything. Because oftentimes, when you're in a relationship like that, you tend to...
That much anyway, hardly talk to her anyway, but still I thought it was rude of her to say.
Yeah. When you're in a relationship like that, you often feel like it's normal. You kind of just go with it. And you don't realize until after the fact, if there ever is an after the fact, you don't realize until after the fact that you were in a controlling relationship. And that those people...
I mean, I texted girls before with a BF and she was totally fine, so I guess not all girls are that way.
No, of course not. Not all girls are that way. It depends on the person. How? Okay. That's gonna crush me. We already know that. Where did you come from?
Face with tears of joy.
Speaking of friends, you still need to join Stu's Discord, dude. That way you'll always know whenever me and Stu stream, because we always link our videos in there first. I swear to God, do I have God mode on? I don't want to die here. I want to see, does this one teleport me? No. Does this one teleport me? That one teleports me. Alright. So hold on. I want to see the other ones. Do the other ones teleport me somewhere else? Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I should honestly, that's why I mostly hang around male friend women are so confusing, I just don't get it.
I gotcha. Alright, so that's the only one that teleports. The other ones smack me in the head. I don't know. This is so confusing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Is there a behind of this structure? Looks like there is, but I don't think there's anything behind it. It's worth a try looking. Do 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 do. What revealeth behind the... Okay. I don't know where you came from, sir, but go back to whence you came. These enemies are literally just spawning in, I swear to God, because nothing's open over here. Oh. Never mind. What did that lever open? Exactly. Ah. Open sesame. I have come to rescue you all from the clutches of evil. Or not. You know, I don't know what's going on right now. Is there not another lever or something? These doors are still locked? Alright. Nothing opened over here. Excuse me, game. You don't make any sense. So the levers do nothing at all? Oh. Teleporter. Am I on the Enterprise now? Whoa! Floor, don't do this. No, 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 no. This is not fun. What the hell is that over there? It looks like a serpent. Huh. What? Is that all that's here? Yeah, okay. I guess this leads somewhere? Oh, yeah. I can't tell if those are elevators or if they're smashing me into the ceiling.
Maybe
Oh.
one day we will have a remaster of Commander Keen.
I mean, that would be cool, actually, but I feel like Rad Rogers is the closest we're gonna get to a remaster of a Commander Keen-esque game. If I'm being totally honest with you. And I definitely urge those of you who grew up with Commander Keen to check out Rad Rogers, because it's a really good game. I think it was Kickstarter funded, as I recall. And done by the original id team, or at least some of the original id team that was involved in the original Commander Keen games. They actually have references to Commander Keen in the game, too. You can pick up his helmet and wear it. It's a collectible. His helmet's in the game for you to wear, because you can customize your character. So you can play as multiple characters in Rad Rogers. They added it as a bonus, as bonus content. But in Rad Rogers, you can play as the main character, the main kid, or you can play as Duke Nukem, or you can play as the alien from one Apogee game. There's like this alien with suction cup hands. I can't remember his name. He was like a green alien with suction cup hands in an old Apogee game, but you can play as him in the game too. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. They have a lot of content in Rad Rogers. And yes, the characters are all voiced by their voice actors. So John St. John voices Duke Nukem in it. Which isn't far off, because he was already voicing the talking computer console anyway. So it makes sense that they would bring him in also to voice Duke Nukem. I don't... I find that these old shooter games, compared to modern ones, they definitely never held your hand. And the maps were generally very confusing. The layout was very confusing, and you often felt like you were just wandering around aimlessly, not knowing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, what is going on right now? Oh, good. What the hell? I'm assuming that that leads to our death. And all I wanted to do was get to the exit. What nonsense was that? Oh. No. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. You know what? I think this is a good... we'll just save this here. I think this is a good opportunity to just end the game for now, since we are going into the 2-hour and 4-minute mark. I think the Raven Vault for this is the exact same. I think they both... Oh, maybe not. Is this the... Oh yeah, no, this is all the same. So, it looks like both share the same vault. Which makes sense, because, I mean, both were kind of like mods of each other, and to a sense. Now, I haven't really found any mods worth downloading. I don't think I did, but in order to download any of these mods, simply go over to the mod screen and just click on it. It'll give you a description of the mod and screenshots, and you just click subscribe and it automatically downloads it. From there, you simply go over to the featured mods that you downloaded. I guess I did download some, and then you just click on the one you want to play and go to play. We're not doing that tonight. But maybe in a future stream, if I decide to come back to the Heretic and Hexen remasters, we will not only check out some of the mods, but we'll also check out the DLCs too. As for tonight, 2 hours is more than enough time to spend on the Heretic and Hexen remasters for this evening. So I thank you to James, to Lewis, and to, I believe, Aiden was here earlier and was talking as well, and also Joe. So thank you very much, all four of you, for tuning into tonight's live stream of the Heretic and Hexen remasters. This is now out and available for the... Oh, anytime, Lewis. If you are interested in either of these games, this collection is out now for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. I'm not sure if it's out on the Switch, but I would assume it is too. So you can check it out on any of those consoles and on PC. And again, really cheap. You're looking at around $20. So really worth it for not just 5 games, but a ton of additional mod content as well. So thank you very much once again, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will be back again probably tomorrow with another game. We'll probably go into more of Mafia: The Old Country tomorrow, and hopefully finish that off. And I know that later on in this week, I want to kind of maybe start a little bit of the original Metal Gear Solid 3 game, the original one, before we go into the remake, which is coming out next week. The Unreal Engine 5 remake. So we might be doing that. I might also be going back into looking at the Metal Gear Solid fan-made parody game, Unmetal, and we might stream that as well, because that game is absolutely hilarious, and the lines in it are so funny. It's just such a stupid game. There's like one scene near the beginning where he's like recalling his life, and he's like, "I was arrested for a crime I didn't commit," and then it goes to like a flashback, and like this fucking helicopter lands and surrounds the Solid Snake character, and they're like, "You're under arrest for a crime you didn't commit." It's so stupid. It's such a stupid game. But we'll be checking that out soon too, probably, I hope. And if not, we will be going definitely into Metal Gear Solid Remake, the Unreal Engine 5 version, when it releases next week. I think it comes out next Friday.
Did you see the new game that looks like PS1 Metal Gear Solid?
No. What? I don't even know what game you're talking about. Do you have a name for it? I mean, Unmetal.
I will send you the info over Discord.
Alright, sounds good, man. But Unmetal looks like Metal Gear Solid 1, and it's a parody of Metal Gear Solid 1, and it's actually quite fun. I have streamed it on my channel in the past, so if you guys want to look at the Unmetal live stream, you can check it out in the playlist section. I have not streamed the original Metal Gear Solid games in the past, so that'll be the first time I do that, likely this week if I decide to do that. And if not, we will just not worry about it and just go into the remake when it releases next Friday. But until then, guys, have a wonderful night. And no, Lewis, I have not forgotten about Squirrel with a Gun. Maybe I'll stream some of that tomorrow. But I do want to go back into Mafia: The Old Country, RoboCop, Rogue City: Unfinished Business, and the final parts of Ready or Not. So anyway, guys, take care, have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon at the Gamer's Grotto. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow for some game or another. Maybe Squirrel with a Gun. Take care.